Within the river Yamuna, there was a great lake, and within that lake, a black serpent, Kāliya, used to live. Because of his poison, the whole area emanated a poisonous vapour 24 hours a day. If a bird happened to even pass over the spot, it would immediately die and fall down into the water. Due to the poisonous effect of the vapours, all of the trees and grass had dried up. KୖŠMA, seeing the effect of the great serpent's poison, immediately climbed into a Kadamba tree. After climbing to the top of the tree, he tightened his belt cloth and, slapping his arms just like a wrestler, jumped into the midst of the poisonous lake. When he jumped into the water, the river overflooded its banks. He began swinging about, just like a great, strong elephant, and made a tumultuous sound, which the great black serpent Kāliya could hear. The tumult was intolerable for him, and he could understand that this was an attempt to attack his home. Therefore he appeared before K좇MA and grabbed him within his mighty coils. Seeing the incredible way in which KෲŠMA was enveloped in the coils of the serpent, the affectionate cowherd boys and other inhabitants of Vrindavan became stunned out of fear and fell down on the ground. For 2 hours, KෲŠMA remained like an ordinary child, gripped in the coils of Kāliya. But when he could see that all the inhabitants of Gokul were just at the point of death, and that they had no shelter for salvation, he immediately freed himself. He began to expand his body, and when the serpent tried to hold him, he felt a great strain. On account of the strain, his coils slackened, and he had no alternative but to let loose KෲŠMA from his grasp. Kāliya then became very angry. He exhaled poisonous fumes from his nostrils, his eyes blazed like fire, and flames issued from his mouth. KෲŠMA immediately pounced upon him. Thus attacked, Kāliya looked for an opportunity to bite him, and KෲŠMA moved around him. As KෲŠMA and Kāliya moved in a circle, the serpent gradually became fatigued, and his strength seemed to diminish considerably. KෲŠMA began to dance on the hooks of the serpents, although they were moving to and fro. Kāliya tried to push him down with some of his other hooks, but KෲŠMA took control of them. He began to dash Kāliya with his lotus feet, and this was more than the serpent could bear. Gradually, he was reduced to struggling for his very life, and he began to vomit blood. His whole body appeared to be broken by the kicking of the Lord. In his mind, however, he could finally understand that KෲŠMA is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he surrendered unto him. The wives of the serpent, known as the Nagapatnis, saw that their husband was just at the point of death, and that he has been subdued by the kicking of the Lord. They came before KෲŠMA, put forward their offspring, and anxiously offered respectful obeisances. O Lord, we consider that your punishment is your great mercy upon us, because when you punish someone, it is understood that the reactions of his sinful activities are eradicated. We are simply astonished to see that our husband is so fortunate as to have the dust of your lotus feet on his head. O Lord, we are praying unto you that you kindly excuse Kāliya, because if this serpent dies, we shall be in great difficulty. After the Nagapatnis submitted their prayers, KෲŠMA released Kāliya from his punishment. The serpent got back his life force, and with folded hands, he humbly began to pray. O Lord, I am born a serpent. Therefore, by natural tendency, I am very angry. Kindly excuse me for my inevitable material tendencies. I surrender unto you. Now you can punish me or save me as you desire. After hearing this, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was acting as a normal human child, ordered the serpent thus: "You must immediately leave this place and go to the ocean. You can take with you all of your offspring, wives, and everything that you possess. Don't pollute the rivers of the Yamuna. Let them be drunk by my cows and cowherd boys without hindrance." Immediately after hearing the orders of Lord Krishna, the serpent and his wives began to worship him with nice offerings of garments, flowers, garlands, sandalwood, lotus flowers, and nice edible fruits. Then, obeying the orders of Lord Krishna, all of them left the lake within the Yamuna.